Screen time is a debate in a lot of households, so a lot of parents will be paying attention to that.
For sure.
We'll get to that in a moment. But first, good morning. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday. I'm Brandon Hudson.
And I'm Amy Lange. Great to be back with you and back with all of you. The UAW strike, now the center of politics, with two political heavyweights on their way to town.
Former President Trump arrives tomorrow, but first, President Joe Biden is set to join on those picket lines as the strike enters day 12. Fox 2's Robert Murdoch is live with the latest. Robin, we see the rain. It doesn't seem like it's keeping people away.
Yeah, you know, there's a large crowd growing out here, and the White House, as you know, has not revealed exactly which location the President of the United States will be walking with workers at yet today. But the workers behind me here at Ford, Michigan Assembly certainly hope that they are the ones to be picked. In fact, some of them tell me that they received a text earlier in the week telling them not to park in the Union lot due to a special event, so they hope that is a hint to what could soon happen here.
You take a look at the significant increase in salaries for the executives and growth of the industry, they should benefit from it. So yes, I always support the UAW.
And today, President Joe Biden will prove that he will become the first president ever to walk the picket line with striking workers in what is being described as an unprecedented visit. His support certainly appreciated by those fighting for their fair share.
It'll definitely be a great thing to have his support here with us, standing in solidarity. That absolutely tells us that we're out here for the right reasons.
Tiara Connor works at Ford, Michigan Assembly here in Wayne, where striking workers are holding both umbrellas and signs today on day 12 of the UAW's pursuit of better pay and better benefits. Roughly 18,000 members at 41 Big Three facilities are now taking part in the historic effort.
Our stand-up strike strategy is designed to do one thing: win record contracts after years of record profits.
UAW President Shawn Fain spared Ford of additional strike sites last week due to progress in their contract talks, and instead targeted General Motors and Stellantis facilities in 20 states. The presidential presence on the picket line today thought to be Biden's most pro-union demonstration to date.
He believes that there could be a win-win agreement here, but he's always going to stand on the side of workers, always.
Michigan is home to the largest number of auto workers in all of the United States, with about 70,000 UAW members. Now, the president of the UAW, Shawn Fain, he is expected to walk the picket line with the president at some point today. But again, the White House has not yet revealed where they will be at. Of course, stay with us right here at Fox 2 News for the very latest coverage. For now, we are live outside the Ford, Michigan Assembly plant here in Wayne. I'm Robin Murdoch for Fox 2 News.
Robin, we expect President Biden at any moment now, but has Shawn Fain said what he wants out of the union members who are striking, where he wants them to join, if he wants them to join with President Biden, if he wants them to go talk to him? Has he said what he wants other union members to do?
Yeah, so Fain has said that he wants everybody, all union supporters, to get involved in this history-making moment, for them to head out to a picket line close to them and to walk alongside some of these striking UAW workers, like the President of the United States is expected to do a little bit later on today. And again, this is the first time a sitting president has ever done this. Back to you, Brenton.
Another historic moment, history in the making. Robin, we appreciate you being out in the rain. Thank you so much. Amy.
Well, tomorrow it's President Donald Trump's turn. He's making a stop in Clinton Township to speak to current and former union workers at Drake Enterprises near I-94 and Hall Road. The automotive supply company makes engine and transmission components. It has been in business since 1952 and works with the Big Three. Now, amid the ongoing UAW strike, layoffs are happening at one Wixom-based supplier. Eagle Industries employs 171 hourly workers. The company's president says a substantial portion, possibly as many as 55 or 60, will need to be let go. The cuts affect plant workers as well as production and administration employees. Eagle makes a variety of foam products, including some used in vehicles, as protection against injuries.
Meanwhile, Ford halts the construction of a multi-billion-dollar electric vehicle plant near Battle Creek. The Blue Oval says the plans are on hold until the company is, quote, confident it can run the factory competitively. UAW President Shawn Fain blasted the move online in what he calls a shameful and barely veiled threat to cut jobs. After ratifying a contract deal with Ford, the Canadian Auto Works Union sets its sights on General Motors. Talks between Unifor and the automaker are set to get underway today. GM employs about 4,300 workers at 3 Canadian plants. Unifor, which is short for a union for everyone, is Canada's largest private sector union with more than 300,000 members.
And new this morning, the Michigan Court of Appeals has upheld a lower court's decision to suppress evidence against the accused murderer of Danielle Stislicki. It's a major blow to the prosecution and a huge win for Floyd Galloway. He's the former security guard charged with the 28-year-old woman's murder following her disappearance in 2016. The justices agreed with the judge's findings that Galloway's right to due process was violated when a polygraph operator for the defense shared privileged information with law enforcement. Police then used that information to obtain search warrants and gather evidence against him. Galloway is currently serving 16 to 35 years in prison after pleading guilty to the kidnapping and sexual assault of a woman in Livonia. That happened a few months before Stislicki vanished. Her body has never been found.
Embattled Michigan State coach Mel Tucker, the football coach, is firing back after the university said it plans to fire him for sexual misconduct. A sex assault prevention advocate and rape survivor says that Tucker sexually harassed her during a phone call in April last year. Tucker acknowledged having phone sex, but says it was consensual. His attorney says that MSU doesn't have cause to fire him, claiming that his behavior was not unethical or unprofessional, adding the school knew Tucker acknowledged the phone sex back in March. The response also said, quote, the notice, which is entirely premised on information that you knew at least 7 months ago, if not earlier, now affirms Tucker's belief that the investigation was never interested in the truth. MSU says it'll review Tucker's response. Now, keep in mind, Tucker's $95 million contract can be broken if the university says that he commits immoral behavior.
And a young man accused of opening fire on Taylor police is still on the run. Now the U.S. Marshal's Office is getting involved.
You know, when the feds are involved, this is a pretty big deal here. We get the update from Fox 2's Jessica Dupnack.
He needs to get off the streets.
Plain and simple, armed and dangerous.
Without even a second glance, he started shooting at the police.
An active warrant for 19-year-old Ryan Christopher Ramsey, a.k.a. Strike Baby, for allegedly shooting at Taylor police officers last Tuesday here at the Ponds townhomes off Eureka near Inkster Road. Officers were there for an unrelated call when they spotted Ramsey acting odd.
It appeared that he was walking like stiff-legged, holding his leg, that based upon the officer's training, they believed that he was in possession of a rifle.
They were right.
He took off running, and as they went to pursue him, he pulled a rifle out of his pant leg and fired a round off at the officers.
Lieutenant Frank Canning with Taylor Police said no one was shot and officers did not return fire. Quickly, they developed a suspect and say it was Ramsey. They soon learned he was wanted for questioning in a recent homicide in Inkster. Their investigation led them to a home in Van Buren Township Friday, and ex-girlfriends, where they executed a search warrant, preparing for the worst-case scenario.
A higher-risk search warrant, we would have a tactical team, so that night we had the assistance of the Homeland Security's tactical operations, along with Downriver's SWAT.
Ramsey was not there, and after that, he even started taunting police on social media, rapping about how he was able to get away. Taylor Police now enlisting the U.S. Marshals in their search. Based on what he's wanted for, the LT says do not approach.
Ryan should know that his days on the run are numbered.
That was Jessica Dupnack reporting. Now, police say if you see him, do not approach him. Call 911 instead.
Well, also in Taylor, and this is also very scary, a group of thieves targeting mail carriers. The most recent incident taking place at the Courtyards apartment complex near Eureka and Beach Daily. 3 masked men approaching a postal worker. Pointing a gun in her back, they were after the equipment that can get them access to apartment mailboxes. But police think it's the same group involved in a similar robbery earlier this month, less than a mile away. Fortunately, no one was hurt in either case.